welcoming 2021 by preparing yourself to watch the winter season anime. There are lots of anticipated anime waiting for coming, either the anime that have sequels or the new anime that are still fresh. Welcome back to this channel. This time, let's talk about 2021 winter anime that you must watch. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest video. So, let's get started! Number 15 is Nanatsu no Taizai Funjo no Shinpan. This anime is the fourth season of the Nanatsu no Taizai anime, or it can be called the Seven Deadly Sins Dragon's Judgment. At the beginning, this anime was an adaptation of Japanese shonen manga, which was written and illustrated by Nakaba Suzuki. The setting of this anime is similar to Europe in the medieval period. You could say this is a must-watch anime because Season 4 is the final arc of the Nanatsu no Taizai anime as reported by Netflix, which states that this season is the last arc of this anime series. This anime is still the continuation of Meliodas and Elizabeth's story, where it shows the battle between the prospective recipient of the Demon King title. Moreover, this season shows the real Esterosa figure. Number 14 is Kemono Jihen. After going through the official website, the anime staff of Kemono Jihen finally announced the broadcast schedule. Kemono Jihen is a Japanese manga series by Sho Aimoto and published through the shonen manga magazine Shueisha Jump Square since December 2016. The story begins when a series of animals suddenly decompose in one night. Then, that strange phenomenon started to appear in various remote villages and mountains. There is a detective from Tokyo named Kohachi Inugami who is in charge of things related to the unseen. Then there is a mysterious boy who is shunned by his friends and earns the nickname Toratabo, a kind of yokai who lives in the mud. This mysterious boy is the one who helps Inugami uncover the truth behind this obscure and mysterious murder. So number 13 is Non Non Pyari Nonstop. Using a village as the anime background makes Non Non Pyari anime very calming and soothing to watch. It finally got the third season entitled Non Non Pyari Nonstop. This anime is an adaptation of the manga series created and illustrated by Ato, which began to be released in 2009. This season will also bring back stuff from Silverlink Studio. From a very peaceful remote village, a girl named Hotaru Ichijo obliged herself to move to the city. This is a village life story seen from the point of view of school students. Even though they live in the village, they can live peacefully and really enjoy it. Together with Loli Nyonpasu, this anime is very interesting that you shouldn't miss it. Number 12 is Urasekai Picnic. If you like shoujo-ai genre, this anime is very suitable to watch. This anime is an adaptation of Lori Miyazawa's sci-fi light novel. Apart from the shoujo-ai genre, this anime presents many mysteries. This anime tells about two girls who try to explore and uncover an urban legend like Kune-kune and Hashaku-sama, who are proven to really exist. The story begins when Sorawo Kamikoshi, a female student, found herself in the other side area. In fact, this area can only be accessed by those who have entered there accidentally. Together with Toriko Nishina, the two of them explore other side and at the same time look for a friend of Toriko who was lost there. Number 11 is Tatoiba Last Dangan Mai Nomura no Shonen Kachoban no Machi Tekurasu Yona Monogatari. The story of this anime revolves around a young man named Lloyd Belladonna. He is a new adventurer who has a dream to find true power. Lloyd himself is a young man from a village who wants to fight and go to the capital. He comes from an environment that is always considered his weak. That's why he also started this journey. Well, this anime comes with a very thick adventure and fantasy genre. Number 10 is Horimiya. If you are young and full of passion for love, this anime is perfect for you. Horimiya is an anime adapted from the manga by Hiro and Daisuke Hagiwara. This is a story from teenage romance. starting from an ordinary girl named Hori who has another side that doesn't want everyone else to know. However, even though she tries to keep her habits a secret, eventually one of her classmates named Miyamura found out about Hori's secret. Accidentally, Hori and Miyamura encountered and start to get to know each other's secrets. But secrets from Hori and Miyamura are very surprising. They start to make unexpected friendships full of romantic comedies. Number 9. Log Horizon in Taku Hokai. So number 9 is Log Horizon in Taku Hokai. It is one of the best fantasy anime. Log Horizon centers on players from online camps who get stuck in a camp called Elder Tales. Because players in the camp world feel confused and don't know what to do, this makes them feel bored and ask why they got stuck there. Amid the confusion and panic, Shiroi and his friends Akatsuki and Natsugu came up with an idea to create a guild called Log Horizon. It tells about the adventures of Shiroi and his friends while fighting with the circumstances. He also thought about how he and all the Elder Tales players could get out of the camp world. Number 8 is Eurocamp Season 2. This anime is filled with the girls who have unique and unusual hobbies among the teenagers at their age. Eurocamp tells about a group of girls who really like outdoor or camping activities. Well, this anime received a short anime sequel entitled Hiya Camp, which still tells about camping activities. The story begins with a girl named Nadeshiko who then meets Rin during camping activities. From here on, Nadeshiko's craze for camping and outdoor activities become increasingly wild and out of control. Number 7 is Mushoku Tensei Isekai Itara Honki desu. This anime is a new anime that will be aired in this winter season. Based on a Japanese light novel written by Ryujin Namakonote and illustrated by Shirotaka, this anime tells the story of a 34-year-old NEET who was killed by a hit. Fortunately, this man was reincarnated again. The place of this new world is a world full of magic. In this new world, he gets the new name Rudeus Greyrat. In the present, Rudeus vows to live a more fulfilling life and will not repeat the mistakes he did before. Even though he is still a child, his memory as a perverted NEET is still there and made himself a perverted boy at the beginning of his appearance. Number 6 is Kotobu no Hanayome. The story of this anime revolves around a young man named Futaro with the girls who became his students. This anime is an adaptation of the manga by Neki Haruba, which tells the life of a pure student named Futaro Usuki. To support him and his family, Futaro is required to become a tutor with a fairly large salary. This is Futaro's romantic trip with 5 of the Nakano twins who are known to be very beautiful and attractive, even though they are all stupid. Number 5 is Tensei Shitara Slime Tataken second season. In Season 2, the adventure of a slime named Rimuru, the reincarnation of an office man, continued. The story begins when an office man living in a monotonous life without a partner became a victim of a random assault on the street. Then, he was stabbed and died. After his death, he was finally reincarnated, but not in his human form, but in the form of a slime monster. In number 4 is Re:Zero Kara Hachimeru Isekai Seikatsu second season part 2. Re:Zero itself is adapted from a light novel by Tappei Nagatsuki, which has been published since 2014. It tells the story of an ordinary young man named Subaru who then found himself changing dimensions to the other world. In addition to knowing the fact that he has moved, he also felt that he had the ability called Return by Death, which allows him to come back to life even though he has been killed many times. This anime will show you so many death experiences filled with frustration and pain. Apart from being the fantasy anime, this anime is also famous for its dramas and various tragic stories. Number 3, Yakusoku no Neverland second season. Number 3 is Yakusoku no Neverland second season. Even though it was delayed due to the global pandemic, this anime was finally released. In the second season of the anime itself, Ima, Ray and the children at the Gracefield house were trying to be free from the orphanage there. Even though it looked like an ordinary orphanage, this orphanage had horror facts behind it. In Season 2, it will adapt the Promise Forest arc from chapter 38 to 45. Number 2. Dr. Stone Stone Wars. Number 2 is Dr. Stone Stone Wars. As shown in the last episode of the first season, in Season 2, after the preparations for each of them have been completed, this is the big war between the Senku and Tsukasa team. The story of Dr. Stone began when the whole world was shown by the green light that turned everyone to become stones. Most people who were petrified had given up on living and chose to die as stones, but Senku wasn't give up. With his genius brain, eventually, after thousands of years, Senku could get out of the stone prison, and then he tried to find a way to bring everyone back to life. Number 1 is Shingeki no Kyojin, the final season. For those of you who have never watched the Shingeki no Kyojin, this anime is a must-watch series because this is the end of the journey of Eren and friends. In this final season, all the mysteries in the Shingeki no Kyojin series will be clearly revealed. Well, those are the list of anime in winter 2021 that you must watch. What do you think? Share your thoughts on the comments below. Don't forget to click the like button and share this video to your friends. Thank you so much for watching and see you guys on the next video. Bye!